Okay, so for example 1, you're rolling a 2 on a 6-sided number cube. So there's only one possible way you can get a 2. So therefore it's 1 out of 6, or as a decimal, it's 1.166666 repeating, which transfers to 16.7%. Number 2, we're going to roll an even number on a 6-sided number cube. So to roll an even number, we can get a 2, a 4, or a 6. So that's 3 possible outcomes out of the 6 total. So that's why it's 3 out of 6, which is the same as 1/2. So 0.5 is a decimal, or 50%.
And then if you look over at example 3, now we're talking about flipping a fair coin. Now, a fair coin, really all they're saying there is that you're flipping a head and tails coin. It's not 2 heads or 2 tails. So we're talking about that landing on heads. That's 1 out of 2 possible choices, right? 1 head out of heads or tails. That gives you 0.5 or 50%. Number 4, then we get down here and it says selecting a green marble from a bag containing 3 reds, 4 greens, and 5 blues. So you have to first look at how many total marbles are there. If you add 3, 4, and 5, you'll get the number 12. That's where we get 12 here. And how many green marbles are there? Well, there are 4, so we'll get 4 out of 12, right? And then if you look down here, or well, 4 out of 12, that simplifies to 1/3. If you punch it into a calculator, you get something like 0.333 repeating. Okay. As a decimal, that'll turn into 33.3%. Okay. And then we get into Lila, right? Go ahead, Ms. Laskowski, tell us.
So Lila is spinning a spinner with sections numbered 1 through 8. We have a little picture drawn for you there at the bottom. And we're going to record the results. So event A is spinning an odd number, and then event B is spinning a number greater than 2. So if you take a look at that first Venn diagram, we have set A and set B, and then also around it is our universal set. So filling in the middle part is the easiest, so we're going to start there. So we want an odd number that is also greater than 2. So that's why we have 3, 5, and 7 directly in the middle of that intersection. And then remember, set A is an odd number, so the only other odd number out there on that spinner is going to be 1. So that's why we have 1 over there on the left side. And then B again is greater than 2. So that's going to be 4, 6, and 8. And then our little lonely 2 out there, it's not an odd number and it's not greater than 2. So therefore it's outside in our universal set. And we want to transfer those to the probability. So if you take a look at our little picture, we only have 1 in that set A. So that's why we have 1 out of 8 total options. And then we have 3 in the middle, so that's why it's 3 out of 8. And then again in B, there's 4, 6, or 8, so that's 3 options again out of the total 8. And then for our outside universal set, there's only 1 number, so it's going to be 1 out of 8.